The Truman Show came out in 1998, and everyone thought it was just a clever movie about a guy living in a fake reality TV show. But nobody saw it coming. This film didn't just predict reality TV, it predicted us. It predicted how we'd all start living like we're the stars of our own shows, how we curate our lives for an invisible audience, and how we'd willingly trap ourselves in cages we built with our own hands. And the scariest part? We're doing it with a smile on our faces. The film follows Truman Burbank, who's been adopted by a corporation at birth, and his entire life is broadcast 24/7 to millions of viewers around the world. Everything around him is fake. His wife Meryl is an actress. His best friend Marlon is an actor. Even his mother is just playing a role. The town of Sea Haven Island, where he lives, is actually a massive soundstage enclosed in a giant dome. And Christoph, the show's director, controls everything, from the weather to who Truman talks to each day. But Truman doesn't know any of this. He thinks he's living a normal life in a normal town. So how does a movie about a guy trapped in a dome relate to us? Well, we're not living under physical domes, but we built our own invisible ones. Social media started as a way to connect with friends, but somewhere along the line, it became a stage, and we all became performers. Every photo we post, every story we share, every tweet we send out, we're performing for an audience just like Truman. Except Truman didn't know he had an audience. We do, and we keep performing anyway. Think about it. When was the last time you went somewhere beautiful and didn't think about how it would look on Instagram? When was the last time something funny happened and your first instinct wasn't to record it? We're not living our lives anymore. We're broadcasting them. And just like in The Truman Show, there's someone watching and judging every move we make. Except it's not millions of TV viewers, it's our followers, our friends, our strangers on the internet. If you're starting to see your own life in this, then you're exactly where you need to be. Hit that subscribe button because we're about to go deeper in how this effect is rewiring our brains, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. In The Truman Show, Christoph uses fear to keep Truman on the island. He creates a fake drowning incident that kills Truman's father, giving Truman aquaphobia so he'll never want to cross the water. The radio constantly plays stories about plane crashes to make him afraid of flying. Every piece of media Truman consumes is designed to keep him exactly where he is, comfortable, scared, and controlled. Now look at your phone. Look at how the algorithms work. They don't show you what's real. They show you what keeps you engaged, what keeps you scrolling, what keeps you afraid or angry or outraged, because that's what makes you stay. The news feed isn't designed to inform you. It's designed to trap you, just like Sea Haven was designed to trap Truman. And we know this. We all know the algorithms are manipulating us. But we keep coming back, don't we? The difference between Truman and us is that Truman's captors had to work really hard to keep him in this cage. They had to fake a nuclear power plant leak to stop him from leaving. They had to orchestrate elaborate scenarios. But us? We walk right back into our cages every single morning. We wake up, and the first thing we do is check our phones. We're not being forced, we're choosing it. One of the most darkly funny parts of The Truman Show is how Truman's wife Meryl constantly does product placements. She'll be in the middle of a serious conversation and suddenly break into advertising a coffee brand or a lawnmower. It's so obvious, it's almost robotic. And when Truman starts questioning reality, she can't stop herself from slipping into these scripted advertisements because that's all she knows. We laughed at that in 1998. We thought it was an absurd satire. But now, look at Instagram. Look at YouTube, look at TikTok. Influencers seemingly weaving sponsored content into their lives, showing off their morning routine sponsored by this coffee brand, their skincare routine sponsored by that cosmetic company. Their entire personalities have become advertisements and millions of people watch and buy, but nobody thinks it's strange anymore. The boundary between person and product has completely dissolved. We're not just watching ads anymore, we're becoming them. And just like Meryl in the movie, we've been so conditioned by this that we don't even see it as weird anymore. It's just how things are now. There's this moment in The Truman Show where a stage light labeled "Serious" falls from the sky and crashes right in front of Truman. It's the first crack in his reality, the first moment where the illusion breaks and he can't unsee it. And then more cracks appear. His radio starts describing his exact movements. His dead father shows up as a homeless man. The same people keep walking past him in loops. We're seeing our own cracks now, aren't we? People are burning out from social media. Teenagers are experiencing depression and anxiety at rates we've never seen before. Studies show that 14-year-old girls who use social media more than 5 hours a day have 50% higher depressive symptom scores. Everyone's talking about how fake everything feels, how exhausting it is to maintain these digital personas, how lonely it feels to have 1,000 followers, but no real friends. The illusion is breaking, but here's the scary part. Even when we see the cracks, most of us stay in the dome anyways. Truman had to sail his boat into a literal storm, risk his life, punch through a painted sky to escape his cage. But what's our excuse? We can delete the apps. We can stop performing. We can choose to live our actual lives. But we don't. Why? Because we've been conditioned to believe that the cage is reality, that life outside the dome isn't real life, that if we're not being seen, we don't exist. In the film, Kristoff sits in his control room in the moon, watching Truman's every move, manipulating his reality, speaking to him through the sky like a god. He genuinely believes he's doing what's best for Truman, that the artificial world he created is better than the real one, safer, more controlled, more perfect. And when Truman finally reaches the exit, Kristoff tells him, "You belong here with me. Talk to me. Say something." Who's our Kristoff? It's the tech companies. It's the algorithm designers. It's the platforms that have convinced us that this is how life should be lived, that we need to document everything, share everything, perform everything. And just like Kristoff, they're not necessarily evil. They probably believe they're connecting people, bringing the world together, making life better. But the result is the same. We're trapped, and we're calling it freedom. The movie ends with Truman looking at the camera and saying, "In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night," before walking through the exit door into the real world. The audience cheers, they're moved, they're inspired, and then immediately 2 security guards ask, "What else is on?" It's the most devastating part of the whole film. Even after witnessing someone break free from a lifetime of manipulation, the audience just moves on to the next show because they're addicted to the performance. They can't imagine life without it. So what do we do with this? How do we escape our own Truman Show? The answer isn't comfortable because it means giving up things that feel essential. It means posting less, performing less, caring less about what the invisible audience thinks. It means doing things just because you want to do them, not because they make good content. The Truman Show was supposed to be a warning. Instead, it became a blueprint. We saw a man's entire life turn into a performance for profit, and we thought, that sounds terrible. And then we did it to ourselves voluntarily. We gave away our privacy, our authenticity, our actual lived experiences in exchange for likes and follows and the fleeting feeling of being seen. But what the movie teaches us is that you can walk through the door. It won't be easy. The algorithm will try to pull you back. Your follower count might drop. You might feel invisible for a while. But on the other side of that exit door is something Truman spent his whole life searching for. Something real. The real question is whether we're brave enough to find the exit. And when we do, will we have the courage to walk through it? Or will we just ask, what else is on? If this video made you see your phone a little differently, if it made you question even for a second how much of your life you're actually living versus performing, then smash that like button and subscribe, because we need more people waking up to this. We need more people choosing reality over the performance. See ya!